Yeah, this ain't working. So, in case you don't know, I'm a huge One Piece fan, and I just got back from the gym and realized this has been out for like a few days, so I know I'm late to this, but I wanted to get it out anyway. I wanted to kind of have a look at it with all of you. Just as a huge fan, I'm so cautiously optimistic about this, mainly because Oda is directly involved, unlike other projects that have been made live action by Netflix, particularly, such as Cowboy Bebop. Anyway, let's jump into it. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, we're starting off with Gold Roger. Good. I was hoping we got to see this scene. The characters look good. Okay, cool. This is actually something I wanted to say. I did have this thought when I watched the teaser, but it's still worth mentioning here. I am glad they've made people look kind of normal, right? Usopp doesn't have the Pinocchio nose. Sanji doesn't have his squiggly eyebrows. Obviously, you want to try and be as authentic to the character as you possibly can, but certain things work, obviously, in anime because it's cartoony. Then it would work in live action. It'd look ridiculous. It'd just make it look, I don't know, campy, cringy, something. I don't know, but I'm glad they made that choice. I believe you can still get the essence of the character without needing those things. Also, it's cool. I am seeing that Luffy is getting an outfit change as the show goes on. He's in a different outfit here. I think that's awesome. All right, that's cool. All right, he looks good as Roger. All right, I like that. I like that. All right, let's go.
What do you say? Are you with me? Mutiny.
Okay. I really like who they've put in as Luffy. I think he's got the right energy for it. The only thing that strikes me as weird is maybe just the hat. I don't know if it needs a wider brim or something. But that's such a small nitpick. But I think he very much has the energy of Luffy. So I'm very happy about that. What is that? Oh, I think early on, which makes sense, they find some sort of barrel that's got maybe supplies in it. They open it, it sets off a flare and alerts something to their presence. I'm not sure if that's what this is, but it looks like it. I think.
It's ready.
I'm going to be stopping it a lot, but this is me kind of breaking it down and looking at stuff, so if you want to watch it uninterrupted, you can always go watch it later. I love that they included Luffy's attempt at his Jolly Roger, which is awful.
What is it? Or Jolly Roger. We are.
Okay, the main crew, I feel like they're all really well cast. Okay, there's Hawkeye. Okay, that's obviously when they go to Usopp's island and they pick him up. Okay. All right, Buggy. Okay. Buggy looks a little ridiculous. We saw him for a second in the teaser. We get a little bit of a longer look at him here. They're doing their best to kind of strike a balance, I suppose, between sort of anime and what they can accomplish in live action while still retaining the essence. So, you know what? I can give it a pass, honestly. I can pass that some things are going to look a little goofy. That's just how it's going to be. One Piece is kind of like that anyway, so it's all good. Okay, chop fruit. Okay, this is happening in a dark scene, though, so I think we all know you can easily hide bad CGI if you use darker environments. See, this doesn't look bad, but I'm pretty sure that's because it's in a darker environment. I'm not expecting the CGI in here to be super good, by the way. I'm just accepting it to be I'm just expecting it to be passable. One Piece is a massive deal, however, obviously live action shows on Netflix for anime have not gone well previously. I would argue that's because they maybe deviated a little too far from the original. Obviously, things need to change when you're translating something from one medium to another. That's obvious. But the core essence of it needs to be maintained, and I feel like they lost that with some of the other ones. Death Note especially. Oh my god. Anyway, never mind. That's not why we're here. If Oda is as involved as he is claimed to be, I think it's going to be really, really good, because from what I can see, the changes they've made have been to just make it make a little bit more sense in a live action setting. Like I said, getting rid of Usopp's long nose, getting rid of Sanji's squiggly eyebrows, things like that I feel like are perfectly good to change, purely because in live action they would look stupid. I'm just more curious to see if they swap a lot of scenes that should happen in daytime to nighttime. That's something I'll be curious about. But otherwise, I mean, it's fine. And I'm assuming if this does do well, they'd have a bigger budget.
Guys, save your ass.
Okay.
I saved your ass.
Okay, good. We've got the little rivalry between Zoro and Sanji. Okay, so that's at Arlong Park, obviously. All right, that's on, yeah, this is on Nami's Island, so they're definitely doing Arlong. Oh, speaking of Arlong. All right, he looks a little goofy, but that's all right. We already said we're going to give that a pass. He looks right. Like, if I'm looking at him, I know that's Arlong, right? So I feel like that's fine. He looks a little goofy. That's fine. We'll let that go. All right, let's go.
Of killing you all together.
Okay, the voice sounds good.
You're my captain from now until the end.
Oh, I love that. You've got Zoro, again, the main crew, which is such an important element of One Piece. Based on what I've seen so far, I think they have done a good job. I think everybody, the dynamic seems right. Everybody seems like they fit the character. I'm very, very happy with their casting. Okay, the scene where Luffy puts the hat on Nami to comfort her, this did happen in the day. 100%, I know this happened in the day. So I'm not sure if that means the fight with Arlong is going to be at night now. Like I said, I'm curious to see how much they switch, right?
I'm gonna kick your ass because no one.
Oh, wait, no, that looks like it's daytime.
My friends.
That looks like it's daytime. Hold up. Whoa, was that Shanks? All right, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about that. All right, look, I can't pass judgment. I don't... Maybe he has a line later, but obviously I don't think I've seen Shanks's actor sort of say anything. At least from the look, it feels like someone cosplaying Shanks. It does not feel like an embodiment of the character. But again, this is a 2-second clip. I can't make any judgments on it. You got to wait and see how they actually portray the character. Could be completely different. But just on a first impression, I get that. Also, the hat seems like it's the same one Luffy's wearing, and it seems like this, right? Even if I do my best, right? Like, this is not meant for my head. Anyway, I feel like I'm nitpicking. Let's continue. Nice. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Hawkeye? Okay, so they're going with... Okay, obviously that's contacts for his eyes, but they look good. Okay, see, this is the difference, right? I'm not going to pass judgment on, obviously, Shanks, but when I look at this person, I'm like, yeah, that's Hawkeye, without question. But again, we'll wait to see how everyone does. All right, but it's just something I'm being pedantic about. Okay, so that's when Shanks saves Luffy. All right, there's a Gum Gatling.
So special about you.
Okay, we got that scene. Oh, that looks good. See, the CGI is a little hit and miss. Like, that to me looks very, very good. It's kind of unsettling seeing that on an actual person, but it looks good. It looks good. All right.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
There we go. Okay, no. That's the fight with Arlong. That's happening. Yeah, it's happening during the day. I don't know why they switched the scene with him and Nami to nighttime. Maybe dramatic effect? I don't know. All right. Oh, the gang all lined up.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Hell yeah, you are, buddy.
It's terrible.
Oh, Kobe.
Right? Where's my face?
Oh, don't worry, buddy. You are going to be notorious when you get a bit older, my guy. All right. My initial thoughts are that I'm cautiously optimistic. That looks good. That's way better than I was expecting, honestly. I think, obviously, the CGI is a little bit... You can't expect perfection, and again, I don't know how willing they are to kind of invest in live action anime. Again, I think that it's kind of their own fault that they haven't had much success with it. However, I can understand from a business standpoint, it's like, okay, it's One Piece, it'll probably do well, but we're not ready to kind of invest heavy and make the CGI, I don't know, Game of Thrones level or something like that. Like, okay, we'll give you just enough to kind of get it passable. So I can see why they made that decision. So I don't really care too much about that. I'm more curious to see how they embody the characters, how they tell the story, because I kind of want this to do well, because if you've watched the anime at all, you will know the pacing on the anime gets painful as you get further in. It's not so bad in the beginning. Like, so in the beginning, it feels all right, but especially if you've ever watched it, I'll try not to spoil much in case you haven't, but if you get to Dressrosa, there is at least about 20-25 episodes where just basically nothing happens. And it's all meant to be canon. It's just like what I feel is like maybe 2 chapters of the manga stretched into 20 minutes. You know, I watched it all through with my wife, and honestly, there would be episodes where we'd get about 5 minutes out of it, and then we'd be on to the next one because of just how bad that pacing was. So if this did well, this could be such an awesome way to experience One Piece where that pacing probably wouldn't be as much of a problem. It would probably be more accurate to how the manga is. And that's it for today, really. I wanted to just kind of get this out there. I'm still working on upcoming videos, so I'm still working on Final Fantasy. I just wanted to kind of, as soon as I knew this was here, I wanted to put it out, especially because I had promised more anime content on the channel, and that has been lacking. Plus, it's nice to take a break from sort of the work I have to do to put out like something like the Final Fantasy ones. There is a lot of work, multiple days that go into making that. So it's kind of nice to kind of just have a bit more of a chill episode. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Please comment below as well. Let me know what you think about this, your concerns. Are you optimistic about it? Have you seen One Piece? Have you not? How does this look to you? Whether you've seen One Piece or not, I'm curious to get your thoughts on what you think so far. Otherwise, if you're new here, subscribe. But that's all for today. So, bye for now.